If you decide, I want to find purpose in my life, I'm going to explore to find that, that already puts you on the path.
Alongside having a more positive or optimistic outlook, you also talk about the importance of having a sense of purpose or meaning to your life, not only in terms of resilience, but longevity and just general happiness.
Yes.
I'm interested to know why that sense of purpose is so important when it comes to having a more resilient outlook on life.
Okay. I think there are a number of reasons for it. On the very basic level, if I have a purpose in my life, like I'm heading in that direction, there's something that I really need to accomplish, because this is why I get up in the morning, right? Okay. When you have that, it helps you handle daily hassles. Daily hassles become less important because you have a bigger horizon in your life. So that's a key to it. Another is that it enhances your life to have purpose. A lot of people live with, sort of anxiety about life. They live with some existential angst. Why am I here? And so daily hassles become more impactful. And also, we actually create more stress in our lives because the stress actually becomes a distraction from that angst. So those are some reasons. But I've actually written about this. I wrote an article in Psychiatry today on how purpose is the ultimate in use it or lose it. Okay? So we now know that, number one, our genetic makeup is constant. Okay? But there's a process referred to as epigenetics. Epigenetics is how we impact our DNA through experience, which creates changes not to the DNA, but to whether different parts of the DNA get turned on or turned off. Okay? So my belief is that when we have a purpose in our lives, we are sending a message down to our DNA, down to the level of our DNA, that says we need to stay alive because we have an important purpose. And so I believe that it actually creates certain changes on the very basic level of epigenetics that encourages the body to do what it needs to do to stay healthy. Now, it's interesting, if your purpose is to make more money, I don't think this process works. I think the purpose that you have has to be for a broader benefit to society in order for it to impact us through the epigenetic mechanisms in our DNA. So, in other words, I think there are many levels at which purpose benefits us.
How might someone begin to discover their purpose? And I know that might sound like a silly question, but some people are motivated by money, some people are motivated by fame. It sounds as though these might not be the kind of life goals that are optimal. How should someone go about trying to find that purpose that's really going to make a difference to not only their short-term happiness, but their long-term health?
Well, I think, ironically, the most important thing is simply that they want to find purpose.
Okay?
So if you're exploring where can I find purpose in my life, I think that puts you, I like to say in my work, it puts you on the path. Being on the path is the way of functioning optimally. And my 9 pillars of resilience help put people on the path. And so if you say to yourself, if you decide, I want to find purpose in my life, I'm going to explore to find that, that already puts you on the path.